Alright, hi ladies and gentlemen. This is Zen, and yesterday I got a surprise. A surprise so sweet that any Payday gang will be waiting for a dental plan. That's right, Payday 2's little update yesterday gave us a little teaser trailer, and it starts off, like for me, I started the game, I didn't know anything about it, didn't read about it, but you start up the game, and all of a sudden this little cinematic pops up, meanwhile, in DC. And so I was like, wait a minute, because at the time I was talking to a friend of mine online because we were getting ready to start up and play. I'm like, hold on a second, something's happening. Both me and him just sat there and we watched this glorious, glorious trailer. It starts off, you see this bead of sweat stripping down someone's face. You don't know whose it is yet. And then it zooms. Out eventually, and you see that it's Dallas, and he's sitting there in an office. He's waiting on an appointment. Then it zooms over, and there's a police officer. There's this little country ditty playing, which if you listen to the words that we do get, it's obviously one that they've made, and I'm hoping that we can get our hands on that at some point. He looks up at the police officer, and they both like share this really awkward stare for like a minute, and then like this lady comes in, and she calls
Mr. Steele?
calls Dallas's name. Oh, she's Dallas.
Mr.
No,
Steele.
Yes.
she calls calls his actual name and brings him back to the office. Because he's ready for his appointment. They're ready for his appointment. Eventually, the dentist is brings up McKendrick, which is the guy we help in the elephant missions. Getting elected, and he's like, McKendrick should be, doing some good. And Dallas is like, I'm not really into politics. And he's like, oh, I hear very different. That's what the dentist says, here he's...
How about that McKendrick, huh? Looks like he's gonna do some good.
I wouldn't know. I'm not into politics.
Oh, but Mr. Steele, I hear quite the opposite. Or should I call you Dallas?
This is where the dentist explains that he's been watching their crew for a while. He has jobs for them. And we learn about some new heists that are coming up. Like, the first one we hear about is the big bank. That's the first one we're talking about. Now, I want to speculate on this one a little bit. They say it's bigger than the First World Bank.
You know the Benevolent Bank at 1500 Penn?
Mm-hmm.
It's a huge place. Makes the First World Bank look like a toy store.
I guess.
I'm only going based on videos I've seen because I never played the first one. But from what I've seen, holy shit, that's going to be a big bank. And the dentist says something about the right drill. Now, we could just simply be using the thermal drill, or we could be, getting some sort of bigger, more badass drill that we have to deal with, maybe in parts. Maybe we have to put a drill together in parts or something to get through a really tough, giant bank door. And I don't think it's just going to be the usual drill through a door for 5 minutes, then saw open a gate, and then you're in like this deposit box room. I think there's going to be something a lot bigger to it than that. So I'm kind of trying to prepare myself for the scenario where it's not just as simple as all these other banks have been. I mean, we've been hitting small fry banks in these Payday missions so far, and I think that if this is going to be a big, high-tech, high-security bank, there's going to be some pain-in-the-ass security to get through. It's not going to be some dinky shit. But that's my speculation on that. So probably like a lot of security, lots of cameras, just trained on this vault, probably in the vault. Have to find a way to get to the security room. Probably a big thing. Then we get, after that he mentions going after the diamond, which I'm guessing is going to be some sort of variation of the Hope Diamond or something.
When things cool down.
After the benevolent bank, I'd like to send you on a little road trip to the National Gallery.
The diamond.
Not just any diamond. The diamond.
Daxter and his gang tried to pull that off last year. They all ended up in jail.
Except for Daxter himself.
We have to go to the National Gallery for it, which I'm thinking is probably going to be very similar to the framing frame missions in mission style. It's going to be like a little museum gallery. And you're probably going to break in at night or something and try to go after the diamond. They mention a Daxter and his crew. I don't know who that is. I don't know if it's just something they kind of made up or if it's just something that I've missed. But feel free to comment and tell me if you know. But yeah, they mentioned Daxter and his crew failed to get this thing, but Daxter is the only one that made it out of the thing. Then after that mission, we have one where we're going into a casino to probably, I guess, get some dirty money or maybe cocaine, something like that. Maybe one kind of really big, unique, odd sort of prize, so to speak.
The Golden Grin Casino has more to offer than just craps and cards.
So I don't know. I think there's, obviously going to be more to the casino than just the average grab some money or cocaine from drug people. I think there's going to be some sort of unforeseen thing, kind of like with Shadow Heist was here. They kind of outright announced that there's samurai armor, but it's kind of like not what you would usually think of when you think of like a PMC supply warehouse. You don't usually think, oh, Oda Nobunaga's armor is going to be in the vault in there. So I think there's going to be little things like that, maybe with the Golden Grin Casino. And then this is probably where everyone just flipped their shit. You get to go free Old Hoxton. And I'm thinking this is going to work a little bit like an armored transport in some way. Probably some sort of different twist on it so it's not exactly like one. But I think for the most part it's going to be like an armored transport. You're going to start off where they had ran the transports, the transfer cars off the road. And you're like defending.
Olga, would you show Mr. Steele the Department of Corrections transfer plan for inmate Jim Hawksworth?
Until you can get Hoxton out, and then you have to, get him to safety. And you probably, this is just me speculating, but you'll probably be able to unlock him as a playable character then. An alternative to Hoxton that we have now. Again, speculation, but I don't see how they wouldn't do that. Because it seems like they're trying to listen to their fan base, but they're trying to give them something kind of clever to do also. To reobtain Old Hoxton and bring him back as an option. So, we'll see how that turns out. But I have a feeling that's what's going to happen there. Is it's going to be like a unlockable sort of thing. But I think that about covers it. Because, wow. There's a lot of little things to it. But, and, we don't have any word on other DLCs with this. This is just the dentist heist. First of which is coming June 17th. Get to go after a big bank the June 17th. Now, there could be other little DLCs along the lines that give us new guns, masks, materials, colors, whatever. Who knows? I'm happy with just getting this dentist heist, because I think it's about due time we get some new heists. And that would be plenty. I'd be happy with that. But we might get other stuff too, because it seems like they've been really, really busy at Overkill and they're pushing out a bunch of content all at once that they've been developing for who knows how long, on any numbers of it. So we might see more DLCs along the lines too, along the way too. So who knows? New guns, mods, and all that. Like I said, who knows? We'll see, though. I am very hyped for it. I'm very excited. I can't wait to start on some new heists. I was really happy when that stealth heist came out recently as well. But yeah, I plan on trying to make some Payday 2 videos here. Been playing it a lot with a few friends. And I hope to start making some videos of it and turning that out. Maybe with the new heists especially. First impressions and stuff. But I'll work on those. I think that's about it, though.
Right now.
For me on this.
You see, I need my payday.
So, yeah. This has been Zen. On to the next great thing, ladies and gentlemen. I'll work.